Hello everyone, welcome to the vlog. Len here. Been a while, my friends. Just thought I'd drop in and say hi. Now, I could be here to talk about weight loss, and life's all good in that area, but what I want to talk to you about is my Canadian friends. The Canadian election is upon us. Now, you Americans, you do have your election coming next year, and I wish you luck with that. Donald Trump, but good luck with that. Anyway, back to the Canadian one. I felt it's important that I talk to you, my friends, and give my views on the election. We've had celebrities come out and talk about all the different people running. And what's that lady's name? Mary Wallace. I think she's from This Hour. Is 22 Minutes. She just did a little thing on Stephen Harper. Pretty funny. I liked it. And we've had commercials from all the different ones. The Trudeau, I'm not ready. And Mulcair, well, let's be honest, really, there's no really reason to comment other than it's kind of funny just the fact that he's in the mix. But I want to talk about our three parties. So we do have the Conservative Party run by Stephen Harper. We've got the Liberal Party run by Mr. Trudeau. And we've got the NDP Party run by Mr. Mulcair. Now, let's start with Stephen Harper. Stephen Harper, granted, is a wooden. He's kind of an idiot. I imagine he's a jerk. And if he was my boss, I wouldn't want to work for him either. But he is the leader of the Conservative Party. We've had some really good times financially. We're in some bad ones right now. But we can't blame old Stevie on that. It's the oil prices. He can't control that, even though he believes he controls everything in the world. He didn't control that at all. And it just happened. So we can't be blaming the Conservatives for that. Now, the Liberal Party. Mr. Trudeau. We all know his father, big Prime Minister, Pierre Elliott Trudeau. And you know his one-fingered salute. He was a good Prime Minister. He had his day and it was good. Now, a lot of people are saying that Justin Trudeau, he's too young, he's just not ready. And I wasn't sure about that in the beginning, but I got to be honest. I watched one of his commercials the other day, and I've realized he really is just not ready. Now, picture this commercial. The commercial starts, my friends. There's Justin Trudeau. He's walking up a down escalator, getting nowhere. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I remember being a kid and trying to go up the down escalator and running up, and it was a fun thing we did with all our friends, and it was a good thing to do when you were a kid. So I'm watching our potential Prime Minister, reminding myself of what it was like to be a kid, and all of a sudden I remember, geez, he's not ready if he's doing the stuff we did as a kid. Now, I was watching for his big moment, but I was more interested in the mall security coming up to kick him out of the mall for going up the wrong escalator. Now, it would have been funny if somebody turned that escalator off. He would have went flying. But again, I digress. We'll get back to it. Now, the NDP, Mr. Mulcair. He's in the hunt. Now, let's face it, last election, they had their day. With Jack Layton, he was an amazing man, God rest his soul. And if he was around today, I will let he'd probably be the Prime Minister. But he's not here. We've got Mulcair, and it is NDP. And let's face it, coming from Alberta, where oil and gas was my world, I have to tell you, the NDP I'm not excited about. We have them in provincially. Premier Notley. Now, the reason she got in, they say an unbelievable voter turnout. And as a result, the NDP got in. I just think the wrong people voted. But that's okay. It's a lesson to us all. Make sure you vote. But back to Mr. Mulcair. Have you had a chance to listen to him? He talks well. He seems like a very stately man. But he has a beard. Now, we were brought up not to trust people with beards in business or really in politics. So I guess he's out. And unless you're a nurse or a senior, you're probably not going to benefit much from the NDP. And you end up in a worse hole than you probably are now. So I'm faced with the fact I need to vote coming up. And I want to make sure my vote counts. And I will be honest with you, I've been a long time conservative. And I had to look at this, and it's a big time of change. There's lots of changes going on, and I'm looking at it like everybody else. But I want to change it up a little bit. So let's say I go into the voting booth. And instead of for the Conservatives of Stephen Harper, let's just say it's Satan. And let's say for the NDP party, let's say it's God is the name instead of Mulcair. And right up in the middle, instead of Trudeau, we've got Jesus Christ himself. Now, I'm a God-fearing man, and I have to be honest, when I stand in that booth and I'm in there with myself, and I have to vote for the future, I have to say, I'm going conservative and Satan all the way. Now, I'll tell you why. Because, my friends, at the end of the day, the devil we know is better than the devil we don't. So again, this is just my opinion. I wanted to share it with my friends. Have yourself a great day and make sure you vote.